Hi, everybody. This is SAAD. Just wanted to quickly announce the three upcoming guests that I have on the SAAD Truth. There are many things that I love about having this channel. One of which, of course, is the extraordinary range of interesting individuals with whom I hold chats. So the next block of guests, the first one next week, will be David Sloan Wilson, a eminent biologist and a good friend of mine. We go back many years. David Sloan Wilson is a professor at Binghamton University, which is about an hour away from Cornell University, where I attended graduate school. His recently released book, This View of Life, we'll certainly get a chance to discuss it. Also, he has another book that just came out, Pro-Social: Using Evolutionary Science to Build Productive, Equitable, and Collaborative Groups, with several other authors. So this is, I think it's this Tuesday we'll be holding our chat. Then the following week, I will be hosting a cultural historian from UCLA who has a forthcoming book titled On Diversity, The Eclipse of the Individual in a Global Era. As you might imagine, this is very much in my wheelhouse, given how long I've talked about identity politics versus individual dignity. One of his earlier books, which I had heard much about but I hadn't read, he was gracious enough to send me a copy. Some of you may have heard of this book, The Last Intellectuals. So the full title is The Last Intellectuals, American Culture in the Age of Academe. So this is certainly a chat that you want to listen to, because I believe that Russell Jacoby is someone who has been discussing these issues for quite some time. And then finally, the week after that, I will be hosting Wilfred Riley, who wrote a book titled Hate, Crime, Hoax: How the Left is Selling a Fake Race War. He is a political scientist at Kentucky State University, and so I'm sure we'll have a great chat. Of course, I will be bringing in my collective Munchausen diagnosis to explain these hoax crimes. One thing to point out is that notice the interdisciplinarity inherent to the people that I speak to. Interdisciplinarity is something that we often hear that universities wish to promote, but yet when it comes to actually implementing interdisciplinary programs, they resort to their territorial defenses. And so from this side of the mouth, universities speak about wanting to be interdisciplinary, and then from this side, they actually do the exact opposite. And this is something that I'll certainly be discussing with David Sloan Wilson. So there you have it. We have a political scientist, we have a cultural historian, and we have an evolutionary biologist on the show next. And again, if you appreciate my efforts, I would hope that you would think it fair that you might contribute something to support the channel, and certainly support the fact that I do this as a additional thing outside of my usual responsibilities. It takes a lot of time to bring these guests on, host them, put up the clips, prepare for the chats. And so if you think that you enjoy my material and you'd like to support it, you can go to my Patreon account, my Subscribestar account, my PayPal account, and hopefully close the reciprocal loop. I hope that you're all having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.